Here's my philosophy on it. I'm going to make it as easy as possible for them to communicate on the channel they prefer. That being said, okay, I'm also going to try and leverage the channel that is optimal for the moment in the moment. What I mean by that, it's a very complicated way of saying, I'm going to call you and make a cold call. If possible, I'm also going to send you a text. Okay, if I have to choose between the two, I am, to your point, you've clearly been on the eastonuniversity.com portal. I'm kind of getting a 2-for-1 when I call you and leave a voicemail because you're going to be able to read it as a text, because that's what phones do now, visual voicemail. Okay, I'm also going to send you an email. The email, none of this, my call, my text, my email are not going to be mini sales pitches. They're not going to be insults. Notice this problem you're having. You could be making a lot more money if you were doing that. That's gross. We're not doing that, right? They're very short. Hey, there's something that every warehouse manager is having to deal with. Nobody's talking about it. I just want to make sure you are aware of it. I might also text you that. I might also send you an email with those 2 sentences. There's something that every warehouse manager is having to deal with. Nobody's talking about it. I wanted to make sure you were aware of it. It's all going to follow the same recipe, who I am, how we're connected, and then that little lead in, that hook. I'm going to do the extra work and try and get that across to you in as many channels as possible, because I want to make it as easy for you to receive that message on the channel that you prefer. Now, that being said, let's say the channel that you prefer is email, right? And you respond, what's the insight? I am not going to start typing in this channel, email, the insight, because that's not a bi-directional conversation. That's 2 one-way conversations. I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to call you and go, hey, Sean, Matt Easton over here at Easton University, just got your email. Yeah, thanks. I was wondering what the insight was. Yeah, so here's what I wanted to make sure you were aware of. And I'm going to have a human conversation. Now, if you want to ignore my phone call, I'm going to have to make a choice there at that point and send you back an email. But my email is probably going to say, hey, Sean, just tried to reach out to you on your direct line, left a voicemail. I'm on my mobile, 720-660-3202. Depending on where we're at in this environment, most of the time, we're going to need to have some sort of live conversation. So that's where I'm going to try and nudge you off of email for sure, and kind of off of text for sure, because people are way too lazy right now. Text is a terrific way to start the conversation. It's also a terrific way for you to spend 20 minutes of your life and then the person just disappears, right? So start the conversation with text, and then if Rick texts me back, I'm gonna pick up the phone. Easy one, because I got his number, because he texted me back. And I'm gonna try and have an actual human conversation. A lot of this stuff where we're avoiding these human conversations, we're only doing ourselves and our customer a disservice, because none of us wanna awkwardly start that call. If you like this video, I got you. I'm gonna hook you up. Click the link in my bio. I'm gonna give you the closing mini masterclass. It's normally $300. I'm gonna pay for everything. You're gonna close a lot more business. You're gonna make a lot more money. You're gonna have a lot more fun, and you're gonna be like, Matt Easton changed my life. And I'm gonna be like, yes, I did. Did we just become best friends? And you're gonna say, yes, we did. And then you and I are gonna be best friends, and it'll be great. So click the link in my bio so we can be friends, and you can close more business, and I'll cover all the cost. See you there.